Namaste, Jai Hind. Welcome to Manthan. You are watching the part 2 of the Vivek Nanoti podcast. In this podcast, we have talked about NEP, career guidance, education policies, and much more things. Dr. Vivek Nanoti is a very experienced guest of our series. So do watch the full episode. Thank you, Jai Hind.
We were all minimum 25 years experience into teaching, and that boy was 20 years old. I mean, he was looking quite elderly, and he was so mature and he taught us amazing. And he used to teach, like 4 hours we are walking down, and teaching is on. That building is amazing. No industry in this world can even think of going closer to it. And out of those,
they are way far ahead.
I mean, कोई बराबर ही नहीं. So, and out of which 78,000 patents are, he doesn't like anybody to be in his room. Okay, fine, keep him alone. I mean, such a stupid decision parents take. And his AC is on, so he close the door. It's a kind of culture we are spoiling our kids.
True.
We are not allowing them to work upon, we are not allowing them to go around, move around. I remember like I used to come from my school at 5 o'clock, बैग फेंक दिया तो मैं रात को 8-9 बजे खाना खाने के लिए ढूंढने आते थे हमारे पेरेंट्स, तो मैं खाना खाने आता था. 4 घंटे तो खेलना कहाँ पता ही चलता था.
Now the government of India is very passionate about green economy. Now we are, planning for biofuel, hydrogen and all that. And even you are very into green economy. So, I mean, what do you think about this proposal of replacing petrol with hydrogen? I mean, what is your vision about green economy?
Yeah. See, it was like, I was working 2017 to 19. I was working with 4 or 5 European universities.
Okay.
And one from UK, Scotland, University of Edinburgh. Business school, which is like very renowned in the world, top ranking business school in India, world. जहाँ पे शाहरुख खान was twice, their convocation he addressed, and Abdul Kalam sir was awarded an honorary retention PhD there. So I could see their photographs into Edinburgh. I visited there twice. I did some courses there. For learning, I mean, I just jump on learning if I get an opportunity. Can you learn this? And I like, yes, I want to. And they were, we use word creativity and critical thinking. I also use. And somebody told me that this is a full-time course. Don't use these words. These are not meaning of creativity is this. No, it's a creativity is a 3 days workshop. And critical thinking can be 8 days workshop to learn upon. I took a survey and then I got to know that Technical University Berlin has got a course on this. They are architecture college. I mean, architecture guys are like, right brain.
Right brain.
They are right brain and left brain. I always strongly believe right brain are like, intuition and, imagination, and they believe in magic, they believe in miracle. Even weather forecast tell ki today it will be sunny. And they say, मेरे को तो लग रहा है बारिश आएगी, and it rains in the evening, and it's intuition. There is no reason for that. I also am a super right brain guy, so I believe that thing was like somewhere struck my mind, and I did courses there. And creativity, I was amazed. Like there were 3-4 teachers into that architecture college. I stayed there for a few days. Did a course on creativity and critical thinking only. And then the best teacher I got there, so I wanted to appreciate it. Yeah, you were the best among like 3-4 teachers who were there. He said, "So sorry, don't say me sir and all. I'm a second year student." My sir was, working with a project in Africa. Okay. So he said, "Can you take these classes?" And a group of teachers, a group of students like me, we were all minimum 25 years experience into teaching. And that boy was 20 years old. I mean, he was looking quite elderly, and he was so mature and he taught us amazing. And he used to teach, like 4 hours we are walking down, and teaching is on. That building is amazing. I mean, I've never seen such educational institution. Architecture department, 120 intake, 8-story building.
Okay.
And every nook and corner of that building was so designed that that's a learning place.
I see.
Even if you staircase, you can open and their drawing sheets and pen, pencil are lying there. The moment you get an idea, you just open a flap and you start drawing there. And every corridors, every staircase has got like 70, 80, 95 inches touch screen, full Wi-Fi screens. So you can immediately get an idea. You want to Google something. Come on, you don't have to run to your laptop or you just start there. and you get everything on there. I mean, even the tables, teaching tables were all touch screens. Outstanding, equipments and logistics they had. So I had an amazing experience. I've worked into all those universities, traveled frequent. Traveling is my hobby. So बहुत travel किया मैंने इन सब countries में. So ये सारा course किया. तभी मेरे को when I was in Brussels, Belgium, I came to know that now UK and Europe is going for green economy.
Okay.
So next 3-4 years they have huge amount of funds for and I was like getting greedy for the funds. Come on, if I can get thing funded, I can travel more. My college will get good infrastructure. They will pay me for green labs to be developed and all. And then I got a grant. I became a partner of a few European universities from Cyprus and Magdeburg University, Germany. And I created a project. We became partners. We had a partner from Nepal, 3 institutions from Nepal and 4 from Kyrgyzstan. So ऐसा हमने 14 पार्टनर की टीम बनाई and we applied. We got 10 CR in Indian rupees. 70,000 euros मेरे को भी मिले उसमें से. So 70,000 euros is come out to be 66 lakhs. So वो 60 लाख रुपए हमारे कॉलेज को मिल गए. So we could develop a beautiful green lab in our college and green economy became my passion. And then I understood that yes, country's economy, and if you really want to impact, you have to go green.
Yeah.
Sustainable goals, 17 sustainable goals, we know UN is forcing it. You want to go carbon neutral. Every institution should work upon those. Like Apple is a company which works exclusively on going green. I mean, education should go green. Industry should go green. Anything which is not green should not be allowed by the government is what something most of the developed countries are talking about.
Yeah, right.
And industry 2030, Apple has promised 2030 they will be 100%. 2030, it's only 6 years. 100% green. And I'm a fan of Apple products. Like it's been years and years I've been using MacBook and because amazing innovation, a lot of innovation. The mobiles are all generations have been using Apple Watch and pods and everything because the kind of innovation they come across, you can't believe it. Apple company as such has got how many patents can you believe? 95,000 patents registered on the name of Apple. No industry in this world can even think of going closer to it. And out of those,
they are way far ahead.
I mean, कोई बराबरी नहीं. So and out of which 78,000 patents are in use. आज जो Apple industry चल रही है उसमें 78,000 patents which are on their name are being used. The current Series 9 watch, Series 9 launch हुआ अभी सितंबर में. It is 100% carbon neutral, 100% made up of waste, and it's now cheaper. Series 9 is amazing. Tim Cook, I watched those videos of Apple and so he was going through his office and he was carrying books in one hand and a coffee cup in his second hand, and he gets a call and he was walking through the corridor and he gets a call, and so what he should do? Phone was lying on his table and it was a watch. It was showing him the phone call is there, but I mean this is also an older version of this thing, so I have to touch, right? If I see a call I have to touch it. But how can he touch? And the moment he says, this is such a big constraint. What can I do if I am carrying a coffee? And this is a very routine thing with any employee in this world. एक हाथ रखकर कॉपी या एक में फाइल रहेंगी, एक में किताब रहेंगी, एक में कुछ रहेगा, लैपटॉप रहेगा. How can you work on that? How can you take a call? And he called a meeting and he said, come on, this is to be solved immediately. And you will not believe it was solved in 3 months.
Okay.
And now Series 9.
And now we have a product of that.
Series 9 is touch free. Series 9 watch is touch free. You don't need mobile, fine, that is always there. But only one tip, the machine learning algorithms which has undergone are like outstanding.
Right.
A single tap and you can take a call. A double tap of middle finger and you can switch over to music. And a triple tap you can go for a main menu. Everything is tapped. I mean the blood flow into your wrist. This sensitization towards those sensors which are gone into this, I'm a physics guy, I was just googling it कि physics के लिए सबसे core होता है transistor, PN junction, PN junction और उसको PNP कर दो तो transistor. Physics starts from here. Electronics born from this PNP junction. And I was just wondering कि यार ये watch है. When I bought this watch, I said, I mean, how many transistors must have been into it? एक ट्रांजिस्टर होता है ऐसे 3 पैर होते हैं, कलेक्टर एमिटर बेस. जो फिजिक्स पढ़ते हैं उनको पता है ये तो स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं आजकल. So collector emitter base 3 डंडी है उसको और एक वो है, तो ये वॉच में कितने होंगे? And I was just wondering कि ट्रांजिस्टर तो होगा ही ना, it's a core single way. And I was just googling and immediately I got it. Apple Watch this version 2.56 billion transistors.
Oh my god.
And Series 9 has got 5.9 billion transistors. 5.9 billion transistors are into that 20 grams watch. And it is touch free. This is an innovation. I mean, you just cannot. This is because of their going green.
Right.
95% of their, shipping
is green.
They have brought into oceans. No aircraft shipping. 95% Apple products are going through
Oceans.
So that cut down to your green effect
emission
to like
yes.
80%.
True.
Amazing. I mean, going green is something Apple is. I'm just talking about. We are talking about green, and we also started like this. My campus or like Lokmanya, Tilak, Jankalyan, Shikshan, which is my institution, which has got 28 schools and colleges. 100% all the campus are green.
Amazing.
They have 100% solar powered. This is my institution. You can see every terrace has got solar. 100%. 72 acres of this land. This is where we are sitting. Is 72 acres land, and there are 20 buildings. All are solar powered. Almost every cabin is AC. And after that, we have how many trees? We have 17,000 trees in this campus. 17,000. And when we started building, there was not a single tree. And that is how, like, the commitment towards going green, the rainwater harvesting. Country's economy will change. A simple thing like EVs are coming in. I did a lot of sessions on, fuel cell cars. These EVs are like, I don't, somehow I have a difference of opinion, because these EVs can be EVs, true EVs or green, only if they are owned by a bungalow or a house which is solar powered.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are using MACB power.
Right.
So MACB is again a coal. Even if you have a two-wheeler EV, electric bike, and if you are charging it on MACB power, so then you are making still pollution.
True.
उससे तो पेट्रोल पूरा था क्योंकि पेट्रोल तो है भी, but that is the point. So if you are buying a EV, I always say, are you a solar powered house?
Then you are true.
Then only you have to go for it. Don't go for it. Otherwise, fuel cars is the next technology. Toyota and Honda in US, they have started working on fuel cells which can instantly charge. So they don't need, they have a different technology altogether, and have delivered sessions on mechanical engineering departments in many important universities. And fuel car is the next generation. Hydrogen car is the next generation. Hydrogen powered is next. Water saving, environment saving, greenhouse effect, greening of education, greening of building, greening of construction, greening of mechanical engineers. Even burying is green now. Everything like, and yes, and we did this project. 4 years I have worked on green economy. I did courses on. I could never do MBA formally. But I did a course on economics, how a country's economics can get impacted and improved by going green. I did these courses in Warsaw University, physically traveling there. So I like greening is something everyone should go to the last extent. We have green club developed. We go to slums, we go to people, we go to colleges, organizations, and promote seriously that please go green. And these are the habits which can immediately, a single person, a child, stop using plastic, stop using this, stop creating e-waste. Don't change your phones if you have money, so don't change your phone every year. You can't imagine where these this e-waste, ये पर्वत मोबाइल्स के कहाँ पड़े इंडिया में, अपने को नहीं मालूम, पता नहीं ये, क्योंकि e-waste का मैनेजमेंट इतना टफ है. They are not at all this thing biodegradable. तो ये ऐसे आज के बच्चे या अभी बड़े भी 2-3 साल में जो अफोर्डेबल है तो हर 3 साल में मोबाइल बदल रहे हैं. रादर उनके वर्जन ही ऐसे चेंज कर दें कि 2 साल बाद मोबाइल पूरा हो रहा है. So ये वाले लाखों करोड़ों मोबाइल तो छोड़ो, if the mobiles are लाखों करोड़ों, then what about these wires and headphones and chargers? तो हम ऐसे फेंक देते कचरे में, पता नहीं कहाँ है. Horrible. We are spoiling our planet. So going green was very close to my heart.
So now moving on, क्योंकि our viewers are quite most of them are young and you are so into young people. So nowadays in the Gen Zs there is this problem कि mental health, depression, anxiety are very common in these days. The youth is very fragile. Now you are so much in touch with youth. I mean, how do you see this? Why ऐसा क्यों होता है कि आजकल के youth they go so much into depression and anxiety. I mean पहले तो ऐसा नहीं था. I guess पहले से नहीं था.
हमारे बचपन में ये तीनों टर्म सुनी नहीं थे.
वही
डिप्रेशन, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, लोनलीनेस, एंजाइटी, ये तो समझते ही नहीं था हमको. नहीं, मतलब द मेन रीजन, इसमें बहुत रीजंस है वैसे तो. न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज, heavy use of gadgets and mobiles make you lonely. Video games, the way you play, you feel like you are among 10 players and you are absolutely lonely at that moment. क्योंकि वो emotional handling होता ही नहीं उसमें. So you know there is no emotional outburst, there is no emotion handling. EQ developing नहीं हो रहा है. And then you know people are मानुष का समाजशील प्राणी. You know we need people around. I can't sit in my cabin if for 1 hour I am alone. Sorry, I can't. I mean, no, I'll call somebody for meeting. I just can't stay there. when I take long, flights and I'm alone traveling, I'll make at least 25 friends in my flight. I can't sit like that. I mean, मेरे flight attendant and air hostess become my friends, and they offer me extra coffee and I go to their cabins and we enjoy TV there. Because person to person connect is something you truly need. So these kids today are so much into gadgets.
Right.
They feel like yes, they are with 10 students online,
but they are not.
They are not. I mean, that's all fake. That's all virtual. And virtual समोसे खा के तो पेट नहीं भरेगा. तो जब समोसे खा के पेट नहीं भरता यार, तो लोगों से प्यार कैसे पाओगे? इमोजी से प्यार बढ़ जाएगा क्या? It can't happen. And I mean, we are so much into that habit. Like even we, my generation also. We are, I have kept locked to all my apps. पता चला 1.5 घंटा फेसबुक देखते बैठा हूँ मैं. तो you will never know. I mean, they are so engaging. YouTube and all those.
And they have these algorithms which keep you attached.
Yeah. Their engagement is the big thing they want to work upon. But I tell you, students must go outdoors. Students must develop friendships. More number of Rotaract clubs and other student clubs, sports club. They must be, everything which is like physical should come up very seriously. Parenting is also a big reason for this. One thing is gadget, first reason. Second is nuclear families. Third reason I'll blame it on, they are into, parenting में ऐसा हो रहा है कि over pampered है.
अच्छा,
over pampered है. तो over pampered में क्या हो जाता है कि वो whatever he says, yes बेटा.
Yes sir.
He doesn't like anybody to be in his room. Okay, fine, keep him alone. I mean, such a stupid decision parents take. And his AC is on, so he close the door. It's a kind of culture we are spoiling our kids.
True.
We are not allowing them to work upon. We are not allowing them to go around, move around. I remember like I used to come from my school at 5 o'clock back फेंक दिया तो मैं रात को 8-9 बजे खाना खाने के लिए ढूंढने आते थे हमारे पेरेंट्स. तो मैं खाना खाने आता था. 4 घंटे तो खेलना कहाँ पता ही चलता था. सुबह उठ के कहीं भाग जाते थे, फिर कुछ खेलते थे. कॉलेज से आए नहीं कि फिर घूमने जाते थे. So and there were no phone call, landline भी नहीं थी. But कैसा पहुँचते थे? Even I myself get surprised that we used to fix that 7 o'clock we are meeting, and all 7 who have decided we used to meet. There was no confirmation, there was no location change.
And sir, आज तो मतलब कहीं मिलना हो तो पहले टेक्स्ट करना पड़ता है कि यार
कितना dependency आ गई. And gadget dependency is making them lonely, depression, frustration. Peer pressure is another very bad issue these days. I mean, we don't need to tell them who is good and who is bad. Every child is special. Every child is unique. अब वो उसका यूनिकनेस सिर्फ पेरेंट को नहीं समझ रहा तो टीचर को तो समझना चाहिए. नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का पहला जो सबसे बेस्ट सेंटेंस है ना, आइडेंटिफाइंग एंड रिकॉग्नाइजिंग यूनिक कैपेबिलिटीज ऑफ ईच स्टूडेंट एंड टू नर्चर एंड फॉस्टर देम टू ग्रो. आइडेंटिफाइंग एंड recognizing unique capability of each student. They're not talking about a class of 60 students. पहले बेंच के सारे बच्चे होशियार हैं. No, पहले बेंच पे 6 बच्चे हैं और 6 अलग हैं. The uniqueness of the student, uniqueness of a kid. बाजू वाले बच्चा क्रिकेट अच्छा खेलता, मैंने क्रिकेट में डाल दिया. तेरे बच्चे को नहीं पसंद. I mean, we go by society. We go by competition. We go by movies. We are monitored by, I mean, everything else but the kid.
Yes.
बच्चे को तो पूछो एक बार, तेरे को क्या पसंद है भाई? बच्चे को करना है ना. So not asking kids, parents prestige issue. I want to, my son is in US. वो बेचारा वहाँ क्या हाल में जी रहा, कितनी डिप्रेशन, कितनी सिगरेट पी लिया उसने सुबह से. कितने ड्रग्स में अडॉप्ट कर लिया उसने because he is not coping up with the kind of crowd and the environment they are going into. Stupidity. But competition. Balance, passion.
I think the problem of depression and all this anxiety is also from career choices. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, parents push their child into some career they don't want to get into, and there is a lifelong struggle of coping up with that.
Exactly. I mean, I talk to these students. Career counseling मेरा passionate वो बहुत हजारों lectures लिए. पर career counseling में सबसे बताता हूँ मैं कि एक dummy आपको जो भी करना है ना, just go and live that life first. If you are feeling like Suits serial देख लिया ना, पर the Suits, and I want to be an advocate, and if I see a chef संजीव कपूर का शो देख लिया and he has got 4 BMWs, come on, I want to become chef. And Suits में जो lifestyle देखा है सीरीज में, तो I want to become a lawyer. And 3 Idiot देख लिया तो वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफर बनना है. ये जो इन्फ्लुएंस से जो बन रहे बच्चे वो जरूर फेल होंगे. Even I go a step ahead, I am good at maths, so I become engineering. No, sorry. And I am good at English, so I become a literature guy. No. If you love English, that doesn't mean you are good at literature. It cannot be. It's your passion. It's within, you know, if you are a good convent guy, everybody's English is good. Everyone has read some 10-15 novels. सबने हैरी पॉटर पढ़ा है. मतलब मेरे को लिटरेचर से प्यार हो गया, ये बात ही गलत है. Choosing the right career and allowing their students to think and ponder upon and change if they want to be. एक साल इंजीनियरिंग किया, नहीं जमा. एक साल जिंदगी के लिए कुछ नहीं है. Come on, allow him to come out of that system and give him another choice. Don't follow every else's dreams. मेरे पापा को बनना था. मेरे पापा की मेरे यहाँ I tell you, I have like students. उसमें अगर पूछ लिया like 1500 students हैं, उसमें 1000 बच्चे ये बोल देंगे, no, they are into mechanical but they wanted computer science, and they are into computer science but they wanted artificial intelligence. कहीं न कहीं compulsion.
पेरेंटल प्रॉब्लम है.
पेरेंटल है, कट ऑफ्स है, कट थ्रोट कंपटीशन है. Prestige issue है colleges का. You are in that college, come on, your life is gone. Sorry, it's not like that.
Right.
So prestige of a college, prestige of a branch, the false and fake, opportunities which are displayed. AI का बहुत market है. कि mechanical को नौकरी नहीं मिलती. Stop nonsense. I mean, this is not somebody is good at mechanical, he will get 10 jobs. And somebody is bad at AI, he will be always unemployed throughout. I mean, it can always happen. So that is the point. So choosing the right career. I always say, you want to be an advocate, 11th, 12th में this, go and work, just sit down, take a stool and sit in advocate's office and see what struggle he goes on. You want to be an IT guy, you want 25 lakhs package, go and sit in Persistent, I'll get a permission for you and see the life they are. Income लगा रहे, वो frozen shoulder हो गए हैं, age 30 का है, कमर दर्द हो रही, सीधा बैठना नहीं हो रहा, लैपटॉप लेके कब आया था, आज डबल शिफ्ट हो गई, 7 का कॉल लिया सिंगापुर का और अमेरिका का 11 बजे लेना है, so I am in office for 18 hours. Go and sit with them and understand the life. So that is the point. Go and see the future career and realize and let kids decide is the mantra.
True, absolutely.
मैंने कुछ चूज किया है ना, तो उसका रिपेंडिंग बहुत नहीं रहता. मेरे को तुमने मत्थे मार दिया है, तो फिर you force me. The blame game would go on. Success तो वैसी failure में बदल जाएगा. So career choice is a very sensitive area these days, and we must allow them also. Wrong choices होंगे, not an issue.
Sir, I think people like you help a lot in this situation. By your talks.
We should do, and everyone should do. Who has like spent 10, 20 years in education. We have seen thousands of kids. दो बार मैकेनिकल में मेरे यहाँ बच्चा फेल हो रहा था. उसको मैंने बोल दिया क्यों फेल हो रहा, बोले उसके जो हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट बोल दिया कि इसको भगा दो सर, टर्मिनेट के लायक है, सारे सब्जेक्ट में फेल है. आई सेड सेंड इट टू मी. उसके बाद बात किया, बैठा, नहीं सर ये मेरा इंजीनियरिंग मेरे बस की बात ही. आई सेड यू टुक एडमिशन, यू क्लियर 2 years, अब 2 साल बचे, कर लेना था तुम्हें. सर बोले आई लव तबला, और मेरा बांधन चुंदिला भर्ती, क्योंकि नाउ मेरे बैक आ गया था. ये तो आई टॉक टू हिज पेरेंट्स, कॉल्ड हिज पेरेंट्स, फादर, how many tabla are you? He had 5 tabla. I will take out all those 5 tablas. I am not taking him in the college now. Let him play, enjoy. And I told him, can you teach? When he said, I am already Visharad in tabla. I said, come on, create a board painted tabla coaching classes. And he started that. You will not believe, 35 students, 1000 rupees fees, 35,000 रुपए महीना कमाने लग गया. Second year failed. And I talked, and they said, अब तो मनीष नगर का फ्लैट है, I can create a separate tabla institute. See, this has happened. by calling their parents and counseling them. Please don't. Mechanical engineer cannot earn 35,000 even right now. And your student, your boy, your son is earning, enjoying.
By what he loves.
What he loves.
Absolutely.
And you will not believe that tabla classes, just by spending 2 hours having fun on playing tabla, made him earning of 35,000. And he became so positive after that. He cleared all the papers after 3rd year, final year, got a job in mechanical engineering. He's doing well. But that was a hurdle. I love tabla and they are stopping me.
So वो बोलते ना, do what you love what you do.
Yes. So
absolutely.
Many of them. One of my students was amazing keyboard player. I talked to parents. They could not get convinced. I traveled to, he took me to his place. उनके घर जाके समझाया, your child is special. Engineer इसके क्लास में 70 टेलीकॉम इंजीनियर बन जाएंगे, but he is special. The way he plays piano and keyboard, I have never heard such level of quality of. So let him do that. Right. He did international concerts.
Amazing.
And doing a job also.
So from tabla, I come to my next question, of course. While researching, आपके बारे में पता चला कि you are so much into singing, sir. मतलब ये singing का जो शौक है, how did it arise? Of course, your father is the influence of it, but you love singing absolutely.
It was I feel always blessed, and I don't feel like कि मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया है. I was always like feel so blessed only about that. My father was philosopher, he was kirtankar, he was pravachanकार, he was a great history orator. So I could learn a lot of Shivaji Maharaj and Rani Lakshmi Bai and all those freedom. Bhagat Singh I could learn by heart. Bhagat Singh के dialogues, poetry मेरे को सब याद है. Because that was my automatically became an interest. And my mother was like Sanskrit topper. She was English professor for throughout her life. So in our play at our home always evenings are with like Tukaram Maharaj ने ये म्हटला है, कबीर ने ये बोला है. And my mom will say William Wordsworth's this poem, John Keats. I know, you can ask me John Keats पहले था कि William Wordsworth Shakespeare का काळ कोणता होता? Because ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज was in 1200, Shivaji Maharaj, Shakespeare was in 1600. I mean, I can compare those, Sanskrit काल, Hindu काल, English poets. And I mean, that was such a amazing thing. So Robert Frost was my favorite.
Okay.
तो ये वाला सब क्यों मेरा क्यों favorite है? क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी का favorite है. So उनके favorite like Woods Are Lovely, Dark and Deep वाला Robert Frost तो ऐसा रटा हुआ है, अंदर है पूरा. And you can use that thing as an to influence people. तो वो वाला सब अंदर भरा हुआ है. That is why my parents, I owe everything that my whatever poetry and influencing I can do is because of my parents. Genes में आ गया है मेरे. And all that, and singing is like this. I'm like since I was a kid of like 6-7 years I started singing. I did singing. I Upantya Visharad in my 9th standard only. And then there was a big break, of course, and then pandemic, and then I did some or other here or there singing and all that. Small house concert.
इसपे एक obvious सवाल बनता है कि what I have seen is you sing old songs 70s, 80s, 60s, and now we have this Bollywood, which is these songs are in my opinion trash. क्यों मतलब आपको क्या लगता है कि you follow so much of social media and all that? Why there is this sudden decline in music in Bollywood?
नहीं, कैसा होता है, creativity has a limit. देखो A.R. रहमान ने 10 गाने बनाए, मतलब वो 200 गाने नहीं बना सकता. Whatever talent he has, और because the number का जो target आ गया है ना, एक साल में 1000 गाने. कुमार शानू ने एक दिन में 100 गाने बोल दिए मगर. ये कैसा मैन्युफैक्चर थोड़ी है. Music is a creativity. I have to work for like 10 days. I sit in mountains like Gulzar and Javed Akhtar, and then I get struck with some beautiful lines on nature, on love, on relationship, on maybe spiritual. I mean that has to happen. It takes time. And today lyricists have got a target of 25 songs in a day because he is the most sellable guy.
They have made completely commercial.
So look at it, all that thing is happening. Same is happening with music. You have to arrange music maybe 25 songs in a day because you are successful.
Creative field is like corporate job nowadays. You have targets, deadlines, you have to meet that.
I create daily 25 songs. Come on. No one is so creative in this world.
True.
Creativity comes from within. From experience,
it takes time.
From feeling, from emotions. So if it is OP Nayyar, if it is Madan Mohan, what a song! I mean, Lata Mangeshkar and Madan Mohan is a combination.
Lyrics.
SD Burman and SD Burman with Rahul De Burman, SD Burman with Mohammad Rafi, SD Burman with Mukesh. Where the combination. And a song used to take, to get it created, it can take months. And they change ragas and they change compositions. They call lyricist again. They call a shair again. And things were developed. And since a kid, even Saregama and all those reality shows you see, a song 70 years back, they are singing those songs. लज्जा गले आज भी बोल रहा है 8 साल का बच्चा जो गाने को 70 साल हो गए.
वही real songs है.
So that is there. But I don't blame. I mean, you have to go with
the flow,
the train. I love Arijit Singh. I love few songs of Pepon. He has good effect. I like Atif Aslam. उसके जो भी पाकिस्तान का ट्रेल होगा वो ठीक है, लेकिन he has a good voice. So so I listen to all these guys. Shreya Ghoshal is amazing. Sonu Nigam is my favorite. So I can't match with my current generation by saying Mera Kishore Kumar. Sorry, I love Kishore Kumar, fine, but I cannot connect with them. If I can make them listen, and if they love, fine. And if they ask me to listen to whatever they listen to, I give a try to that. And there are few good songs. Of course. Like I sing, I have sung Lalish must be at 10 stage shows by Arijit Singh. Ram Leela song. Lalish song if you have heard it. The Lalish song मैंने stage पे 10 बार बोल दिया. I love that song. I mean the kind of Yaman treatment Sanjay Leela Bhansali has done. It's amazing. So ऐसा नहीं है. पर majority is like bulk production.
Creative.
And very few are creative. Momo ke dhage, like I have it's Anu Malik and it's Pepon. But lovely song. It's a different treatment of Yaman rag and mixing of that ragas. So amazing. So there are few great songs, but very few. Because the production is very high. Number is a challenge. Target. So that is.
So, sir, now we are moving on to the end of the conversation. So, this is a very obvious question to you because you are into academics and now we are introducing the NEP 2020. So, I mean, the introduction is slow, but what do you think about it? मतलब क्या लगता है? How big the change is and what kind of future it will give us?
No, I mean, almost 34 years it took
to make
government to understand that we need to change and not change, revamp. Changing and improvement was not needed at all. इतना गलत था.
पूरा revamp.
हाँ, 100% बदलने का मूड बन गया था government का, and it was good. There were huge brainstorming. 2015 government thought that it been 34 years. There was no change. New education policy was thought in 2015. And like it took 3-4 years, and then 2018, honorable the greatest scientist of this country, Kasturi Rangan sir, got an leadership to this project, and he did an amazing job. 3 lakhs plus suggestions were on the portal of Government of India's education portal. 3 lakhs plus suggestions from all stakeholders like teachers, students, managements, parents, and yes, a beautiful document came up, 66 pages. Like I like inquired, and there were bulk of like thousands and thousands of papers which were like suggestions and improvements and all those. Entire thing, lakhs of papers got coined so beautifully into just 66-page document. And that is NEP document which was launched in 2020, 29th July 2020. So we call it NEP 2020. And it's like we celebrated 3 years of completion. And then I told you there one sentence, recognizing, identifying unique capability of each student. The moment you start working on every single student separately, you will see the magic.
Right.
Because I am asking you, and you like music, and you like physics. So now physics, music will be his combination.
Okay.
And his father and his grandfather and his forefathers are into carpentry. So third subject would be from home. Because he is like, since childhood he is good in carpentry.
Yeah, he is native.
He creates some beautiful, carpentry.
This is born here.
Yeah. He's into khadi. He is into Lokmanya. A small boy from Gujarat, a girl from Kashmir. They have beautiful business and skills. And Gujarat can be a diamond boutique guy. बचपन से उनको वो कारागिरी होता है, तो वो कारागिरी उसके 2 सब्जेक्ट रिमूव कर देंगे, वो कारागिरी उसके मेन मार्कशीट में आ जाएगी. मेकर ऑफ मार्कशीट इज द बिग थिंग, and credits will be imparted. So an engineering student can have psychology, can have management, can have history as a subject, can have music, can have carpentry, can have Lokala, Lokvidya,
very liberal.
social media influencing. We have introduced, in one of my colleagues, we have introduced social media influencing as a regular subject.
Nice.
And we gave it to a RJ. I mean, no teacher was compelled to teach. Even I would have loved to take that subject because I am so much fond of social media. But I sat with a guy, one of the famous RJs from Nagpur, and I said, let us design a syllabus, social media influencing. वो सब्जेक्ट कर दिया हमने 50 घंटे और बहुत अमेजिंग हो रहा है. Psychology of learning is a subject and given to a separate psychologist. She is coming on a contract basis and she is teaching.
So, but what do you think? How long it will take to the NEP to come into the mainstream?
2030 is the target for majority implements and 2040 will be the full implement. And I hope पहले 2 साल थोड़ा slow चला था. Now PM office, all governing bodies are on a target that they have to match the time scales. So by 2030 majority will be implemented as per the timeline given by NEP document, May 2020 document, and by 2040 100% operation.
So that means by 2030 we'll have a generation who are from the NEP production.
No one will run for any foreign universities.
Yes.
Foreign universities, kids will come and study in our universities.
Right.
We will welcome Harvard, Illinois, who are like into 100 years. Like Edinburgh, I was into Edinburgh and they said we are existing for last 600 years. And Technische University Berlin, who has got like 450 years of standing, with some 100 Nobel laureates passed out of that college. So that is a legacy. It will take time. How many Nobel laureates India has got now? You can imagine. And what level of innovation and what level of patent we are not standing into anywhere into patents. So NEP talks about innovation. NEP talks about creativity. So it's a hoga. I mean, golden days are ahead. And let us see, because you know the efforts have started.
Right.
In my college we also started. Good. We have like, and 160 credit का अगर course कोई कर रहा है engineering, so out of 160, 44 credits is a freedom.
Okay.
It's a good thing. Good. 25% of a freedom to a student, to which he can do yoga, yoga to cricket to music to psychology to management to anything in this world. Fine. I mean that is something is sufficient to understand a student his own passion, and making them understand passion is a challenge to teachers because student doesn't know. Making a choice is not taught in this country.
Yes.
You know, if I
you
ask,
always imposed.
we always impose. I mean, making a choice, students are not ready. If I ask samosa or dosa, and he said, fine, whatever you say. Is a state of affairs of students. I mean, we are not taught to choose.
Right.
So we must understand. You know, self-exploration works like anything. I was in the morning only. I was with one of the self-exploration experts, and we were talking about like I called her, invited her in my college, and we teach them. Yeah, what I asked, blue shirt or red shirt, and red is चलेगा, blue सस्ता होगा. It was not सस्ता, महंगा, terracotta, cotton. It was your choice. Do you like red or blue? It's a question, and you said red. I love red. I like green, blue. I mean that is something that to talk.
True.
Samosa or dosa, it's a South Indian dish. It can create acidity. It's 100 rupees plate. Dosa can be a 100 rupee plate, and samosa can be 20 rupees plate. Come on, this is not mattering to me. What matters to me is what I love.
Right.
What I like, what suits me, what I love, what I enjoy. ये सब सिखाने की मात्र बहुत बड़ी जवाबदारी है पेरेंट्स को, बिकॉज बच्चों को ना आदत पड़ गई है, you know, copying from the neighbors, from the, you know, from your elder brother, elder sister, chacha, chachi, you know, it's not fun.
Individuality को importance देना चाहिए.
Uniqueness of everybody should come out, and it will come out. I'm taking me as a person, me as a, you know, as a leader for a few teachers. I'm running hard to make students understand. Please identify your passion. मैं 4 घंटे सेशन लेता हूँ, 800 बच्चों को बिठा के अभी लिया एक हफ्ते महीना पहले 600-700 students sitting, and I want to make every student to talk and tell me what is best, favorite color, favorite food, favorite subject, favorite topic, favorite film star. They don't understand what is choice. So first, you know, making everything choice based is a government decision. Right. It's a college decision. But if he doesn't understand the choice, he will make a wrong choice.
True.
So making choice, right choice, teaching them to make a right choice.
Sir, and I think people like you are very important for us as a society who will make us make the right choice. So on that note, we end this conversation. Thank you so much. We as a team are very glad, and it was an absolute honor to host on the show.
Thank you so much, Nina. And I absolutely enjoyed. I mean,
Thank you,
talking to all these subjects, is
So
my
how was
passion.
the experience on Manthan?
No, Manthan was a very good initiative. I really want to congratulate you for starting something like this.
Thank you so much, sir.
And it's a video thing.
Podcast,
It's
yeah.
more video podcast is more important. Like I keep listening in my car also many Spotify podcast, but I will definitely see to look forward to. I'll recommend few good people who can talk on these such topics. And my best wishes to you all, a great team, and be passionate about your
Yes.
work. I mean, success will not be overnight. Be passionate, be true to yourself, and see to it that this Manthan get
Get some
good heights.
Yes.
To reach to good heights, because telling people something what they need, you should give people what they need.
Yes.
And then only it will work. And yes, I hope. Let us see. I mean,
Thank you, sir.
let us see that this will work well. And my all the best wishes to
Thank
your entire Manthan team, and do great.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sir, also you are such a personality कि एक podcast enough नहीं है आपके साथ. You have opened so many tangents in this that we can do multiple podcasts on a particular topic. So I hope we have you in the future also. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was Dr. Vivek Nanoti. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, like, and share as much as you can, because personalities like this are very important and they should get an absolute global reach. Thank you. Keep supporting. Namaste. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you.